Hey everyone, and welcome to week 10. I hope you had a good holiday week and got some time off to enjoy maybe a limited number of family members, and hopefully all of you are well or getting well. And we're almost done. Here's the last week. We're moving towards the finish line. It's been actually a lot of fun to get to teach this class for the first time, and it has given me an opportunity to look at a lot of these technologies in different ways, thanks to your ideas and suggestions about how to use them in the classroom. So I think I've definitely learned as much or more than any of you. So I look forward to teaching it again, and I appreciate having you in class. So here's the last video and the last wrap-up of what's due for this week and finals week. So this week you have just a couple of introductions to Web 2.0 and Web 3.0. You really only have one assignment connected to it this week, so that's required. So you do have to define it in your discussion. So you have a discussion this week where you'll just talk about the reading, what is it, and respond to one other student's post. So that's really the only required one. So if you're feeling a little crunched and need to focus on the end of term assignments, by all means, this is only worth 1 point. It's great technology, great information, probably more of what we use on a day-to-day basis, like blogs and podcasts and things like that. So it's definitely worth your time if you get a chance to explore it. But if not, I actually will leave this discussion as an optional one, and so everybody will get the point this week. And that will actually give you permission to skip the reading this week and the videos, although they're minimal, and you can always come back to them later if they're appropriate for your classroom. So the one assignment, so the reading response for this week is actually a Google form where you're going to give feedback on the class. So if you click on that, you actually have to go up to this link, and I don't think you can see all of it here. Let me move the screen a little. So this class feedback link, and it should bring up a Google form. This is just to collect some information, reviews for the class. This is my personal information. It goes just to me, and I appreciate you taking the time to give me feedback on how to improve the course, what you liked about it, was it useful. So that's a required assignment for your reading response this week. And then also just a reminder that course evaluations are available, and we do use those to track kind of changes that need to be made to the course. Are we providing students the experience that they're hoping for? So if you get a chance to do the course feedback through the portal, I would appreciate it, and it's always something that I pay attention to and use to improve my practice overall and in specific courses. So with that, the third assignment for this week is your second applied technology project. So again, you were supposed to pick one of the technologies that you got to experience this term. It could be in the first part of the term, could be in the second part of the term, just one that you found really useful, something that you think you would actually use in your classroom, and you're going to do a little video of you actually explaining the technology and how you would use it, and give a brief demonstration of it. So that's the second applied technology. You all did a great job on the first ones. There is a rubric, so make sure to check that out if you want full points. So that's the work for this week. You have for finals week, you have 2 final assignments that are due. So your curriculum unit, I did give you feedback on your lesson plan, your first one. That will be hopefully useful in completing the other 3 assignments. And then the annotated bibliography is your final assignment. So looking at your STEM curriculum unit, you do need to use the template and make sure that you include a final copy of your backwards design that you use for unit planning. So you will submit your 3 lesson plans. These need to include all of your instructional materials. So if you in your lesson plan say, I'm going to use a graphic organizer, I'm going to use a video, or I'm going to use a website, those need to be linked, or you need to provide copies. You also, in addition, need to provide copies of all assessments. So if you're giving an assessment that's in paper form, or you're uploading it to Google Classroom, then I want a copy of those included in your units. So there will be, I haven't yet added the rubric, so I'll do that today. There will be a rubric that you'll be able to review to make sure that you have all of the elements for that unit, and that is due December 8th, so during finals week. And if you have any questions about that before submitting, please email me and let me know, and we'll make sure that you get the help you need to get it done and submitted. The last assignment is the annotated bib. That's basically you've been collecting lots and resources, different technologies, things that you want to maybe include in your classroom. So you should have at least 30 resources included in your bibliography. That could include articles, videos, podcasts, all of the resources that I've pointed you to in terms of learning about these technologies. It could also include the apps, the actual websites, the things that you've, the simulations, all of those need to be included, in addition to any additional ones that you have referenced or found. So it does need to be APA formatted, and so for each annotated entry, you should have a brief description of the technology or the resource, and it should include a mix of those technologies. You should also have some peer-reviewed articles on how to implement STEM technologies, so a mixture of those two things. I will also provide a rubric that'll be up today, so and I've also provided examples under week 3 resources that were submitted in previous classes. Just remember that not all of those are considered exemplary, but many of those would be. I think all of them got close to full points or full points for the assignment. So that is it for week 10 and 11, almost to the finish line. Again, I've enjoyed having you in class. I hope you've learned as much as I have through the process of exploring technologies. It's not as much fun as it could be when we do it in person, or at least have some hybrid in person where we actually get some hands-on experience with different technologies like the robots and the probes. But you guys did a good job of being resourceful and finding ways to do this all online. So good luck with your final assignments. Again, if you need extra time to get some input or feedback, or you have questions, email me and we'll get together, or talk on the phone, or just email. Have a good rest of your term.